So this is my dedicated video on the brushes I brought with me. So firstly I want to talk about sponges. Again, I brought a lot. You don't have to bring this much. I also brought my Beauty Blender Solid. This is the Solid Pro, which is 1,000 times bigger because this is the only thing that keeps these clean. And I used this yesterday and look how clean these are. This one isn't clean because I used it today. The little face sponge that everyone in the beauty community loves. And for good reason, this is nice and squishy. It wasn't as soft the first time I used it, but I love this now. I brought with me this little Ecotools sponge. This comes in a little set, and this Ecotools sponge, which is the same as the green one that I absolutely love, but the green one I have is a little torn up, so I use this one instead. So I brought a lot of foundation brushes with me. So just quickly, I brought the Morphe M439 because this is a really good buffer brush. Foundation, the Crease one that I brought with me is really good with brushes. And the Too Faced one is really good with sponges, so that's why I brought a mixture. I also brought this Wet n Wild. I brought quite a few flat tops. This is the Wet n Wild Flat Top Kabuki. The Essence Makeup Buffer Brush. This buffs out foundation just as well as this one. And same with this one. So this is actually from a Morphe set, which I'm going to talk about a little later. This is like the Complexion set, I think. And this has so many good brushes, and I brought 4 of them with me. The e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, because this is more like a rounder top. The Sigma 4D HD, because I really like this to like use it for concealer. So the powder brushes that I brought with me, this is another one from the Morphe Complexion set. This is really lovely for blush. I absolutely love this for blush. So these are the other 2 ones from the Complexion set, and this is great for brightening underneath the eye or for contouring. Really great little brush. This is like a bigger brush, and this is great for loads and loads of powder or even bronzing the face. I've also used it for blush. The Ecotools Multitasking powder brush, again, great for powder, great for bronzer, great for blush. I wanted a lot of multitasking brushes so that if one was dirty then I could use a different one. Brought this Real Techniques blush brush with me, and again, powder, bronzer, blush. This one I don't use as much for powder, but this is great for placing blush as well. And, you know, if you're in a pinch, I have used this for bronzer. So I only brought 2 highlighter brushes with me. Amazing, I know. But it is my top 2. So my Ecotools Controlled Setting Brush, if I want a lot of highlight on my face, I use this one. If I want like a wash of colour like today, then I use this Morphe 510. And then the last lot that I brought with me is eye brushes, and I brought a lot. I wanted quite a few dual-ended ones, so I brought my e.l.f. Fluffy Blending Brush, which is my favourite blending brush of all time. I brought 2 of the crease brushes by Wet n Wild. This is like a flat crease brush or something like that by Wet n Wild. The small concealer brush by Wet n Wild. This is by e.l.f. This is a similar sort of shape to the other flat one, and this is really good for like outer corner and sort of maybe smoking out the under eye. I have a similar sort of one by Real Techniques. This is the base shadow brush. Again, like deepening the crease, going underneath the eye. I brought this little small one by e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. blending brush. Again, super good crease brush. I did bring even though I didn't bring a pomade with me, I did buy a pomade, and I think you guys can probably tell which one I bought. But we're going to get into that in another video. The Essence Eyebrow Brush I brought with me. Aqua dual-ended eye brush, which has a fluffy side and a pencil side, so if you just want to bring one, this is a great brush. I also brought my Fenty, I can't remember what this is called, but it has like the thicker sort of side at the bottom and then this like little smudger at the bottom. I love this brush, and I feel like this doesn't get enough love. I also brought this like $1 one or something. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, again really good for underneath the eye, packing it in the corner, brow bone. These 2 came from 2 different eyeshadow palettes. So this is the Dose of Colours one that you'll see Kathleen likes to use a lot. This is great for doing underneath the eye, and it's got a pencil side that you can put like right up against the lower lash line. This is from the Kristen Leanne Daydream palette, and it's a small brush, and you have like a little one to smoke out the lash line. You can use this one. I've used this to put on pigment on top of my eye, like a shimmer shadow or something like that. I have used it today to smoke out the lower lash line. Great little brush. And then these 2 by Almor Cosmetics. I did say that I'd probably bring these 2 with me. This flat top is so good for directly underneath and for winging out liner. And this one is great for packing on pigment, inner corner, to cut the crease with concealer, and to highlight the brow bone. So that is everything for this video, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in the next one. Bye!